Every single year, more than 130,000 Americans start dialysis. And what's even more shocking, many of them could have avoided it with one simple change: what they eat. I'm Dr. Mattheus. And today we're talking about something that quietly determines whether your kidneys heal or decline: potassium. The very mineral your body needs to function can also become a silent threat that pushes creatinine higher, worsens foamy urine, and slowly shuts down your kidney filters without warning. So here's the question that keeps me up at night. Why are so many people doing everything right, cutting salt, drinking more water, eating healthy, and still watching their kidney numbers get worse? I see it all the time in my patients. They're avoiding red meat. They're switching to whole grains. They're trying to eat clean. And yet, their urine still looks foamy. Their GFR keeps falling. And their energy never really comes back. The truth is, most people fighting kidney disease are making one small mistake that undoes everything else. It's not about sugar or even protein. It's potassium. And it's hidden in the very foods most people believe are healthy: bananas, tomatoes, avocados, even some vegetables labeled heart-friendly. Think of your kidneys like two filters that never rest. Their job is to clear potassium, phosphorus, and waste every minute of your life. When they weaken, even 1 extra gram of potassium can tip the balance, sending dangerous signals to your heart and overwhelming your blood chemistry before you feel a single symptom. If that imbalance continues day after day, your creatinine climbs, your urine turns foamy, and before long, your kidneys begin losing ground they may never recover. The scary part? You might feel perfectly fine while that damage builds quietly beneath the surface. So today, we're cutting through the noise. No scare tactics, no fad diets, just real, science-backed solutions. I'll show you the top 7 low-potassium foods that help lower creatinine naturally, protect your kidneys, and keep you out of the dialysis chair. Let's start by understanding why controlling potassium is one of the most powerful steps you can take to save your kidneys. When your kidneys are healthy, they quietly keep your potassium levels balanced every single day. But when kidney function starts to decline, that balance slips fast. What used to be normal can suddenly become dangerous. Potassium builds up in your blood, and before you even feel it, your body begins to pay the price. This condition is called hyperkalemia, high potassium in the bloodstream. It doesn't strike suddenly. It creeps in quietly, often without symptoms, until it's severe. Once potassium rises above about 5 milliequivalents per liter, your heart and muscles begin to struggle. You might feel weak, tired, or notice a fluttering heartbeat. In some cases, that imbalance can cause your heart to stop altogether. Here's what makes it so alarming. Nearly half of all people with kidney disease experience high potassium at some point, and hospitalizations linked to it have sharply increased over the last decade. Yet most patients never realize what's happening because they don't feel pain or warning signs early on. As potassium builds up, it interferes with the heart's electrical rhythm and the kidney's delicate filtration system. This pushes creatinine higher, drops your GFR, and speeds up kidney decline. In simple terms, too much potassium turns into an invisible chain reaction that weakens your kidneys, your heart, and your entire circulation system. But there's good news. By learning how to control potassium through your food choices, you can protect those filters, reduce creatinine naturally, and give your kidneys a fighting chance to recover. Managing potassium isn't about cutting everything you love. It's about knowing which foods heal and which silently harm. So now that you understand why potassium control is so critical, let's look at exactly what counts as a low-potassium food and how you can start making safer choices right at your table. When it comes to protecting your kidneys, not all healthy foods are created equal. Many people believe that if a food is plant-based or natural, it must be safe. But that's not true when your kidneys can't remove excess potassium effectively. The difference between safe and risky often comes down to portion size and how much potassium each serving contains. According to the USDA and the National Kidney Foundation, a food is considered low potassium when it contains less than 200 milligrams of potassium per serving. That usually means about half a cup for most fruits, vegetables, or grains. It may not sound like much, but those small portions are exactly what help you stay within your safe range when kidney function is reduced. Here's the catch. Even low-potassium foods can turn dangerous if eaten in large amounts. What matters most is balance. Eating several low-potassium items in big servings throughout the day can still push your potassium level above the safe limit, especially if your GFR is below 60. And there's another hidden risk most people don't realize. Many packaged foods use potassium-based additives for flavor or preservation. These aren't always listed clearly on the nutrition label. Words like potassium chloride, potassium phosphate, or potassium citrate mean extra potassium your kidneys must work harder to remove. Over time, that silent buildup can raise creatinine levels and worsen kidney decline. So how do you protect yourself? Always check the ingredients list before buying processed foods. Choose fresh or plain options whenever possible. And keep portions moderate. Think of potassium control as precision, not restriction. You're not giving up food, you're giving your kidneys space to recover. Now that you know what defines a true low-potassium food, let's go through 7 specific foods that are not only safe, but scientifically proven to help lower creatinine and protect kidney function naturally. White rice might seem simple, but for people with kidney issues, it's one of the safest and most comforting staples you can eat. It's naturally low in potassium and phosphorus, making it gentle on your kidneys while still giving your body the steady energy it needs to get through the day. White rice helps protect your kidneys because it contains only about 50 to 60 milligrams of potassium per cooked cup. That's far below the 200 milligram limit for low-potassium foods. The bran and germ, which hold most of the minerals, are removed during processing. This makes white rice easier for your kidneys to handle than brown rice. Brown rice, although often labeled as healthy, has nearly 3 times more potassium and phosphorus, which can put stress on weakened kidneys. The benefit goes beyond minerals. White rice provides clean carbohydrates that stabilize your blood sugar without forcing your kidneys to work harder. It digests easily, helps maintain calorie intake for people with poor appetite, and pairs well with other kidney-safe foods like egg whites or steamed vegetables. Still, moderation is key. Eating too much rice, especially in large portions, can lead to blood sugar spikes if you're diabetic or insulin resistant. Stick to 1 to 1.5 cups of cooked white rice per meal and combine it with a source of lean protein or low-potassium vegetables to balance your nutrients. To prepare it safely, rinse the rice well and cook it in extra water, then drain it before serving. This simple step can remove a bit more sodium or mineral residue, making it even more kidney-friendly. For variety, you can mix in finely chopped bell peppers or zucchini for color and added antioxidants, or use a small drizzle of olive oil for extra flavor without adding potassium. These variations keep meals enjoyable while staying within safe limits. I'm Dr. Mattheus from Kidney Health 365. If this tip helps you manage your potassium better, hit the like button and subscribe so you never miss a new kidney protection guide. Next, we'll look at another familiar comfort food that's just as safe and satisfying but often overlooked when building a kidney-friendly meal plan. Plain pasta might surprise you, but it's actually one of the most kidney-friendly comfort foods you can enjoy. With very low potassium and phosphorus, it gives your body steady energy without straining your kidneys or spiking your creatinine levels. For people managing chronic kidney disease, this simple meal can make a big difference in daily energy and long-term kidney protection. Here's why it works. A 1-cup serving of cooked white pasta contains only about 30 to 40 milligrams of potassium, well within the safe zone for a low-potassium diet. Because it's made from refined wheat, most of the minerals that overload your kidneys are removed during processing. That means less work for your kidneys and more consistent filtration throughout the day. White pasta also provides complex carbohydrates that keep your blood sugar stable, supporting your kidneys' natural recovery rhythm. But like most good things, balance is key. Overeating pasta, especially in large bowls with heavy sauces, can add excess calories or sodium that may raise blood pressure, one of the main enemies of kidney health. Stick to about 3/4 to 1 cup of cooked pasta per meal, and always check the label to make sure it's free from added salt or phosphate preservatives. For best results, cook the pasta until tender. Then rinse it briefly under warm water to remove any surface starch or leftover sodium from the boiling water. Pair it with low-potassium vegetables like carrots, zucchini, or green beans for color and extra nutrients. You can also drizzle a small amount of olive oil or toss it with fresh garlic for added flavor without adding stress to your kidneys. Want a variation? Try a cold pasta salad with chopped bell peppers and a splash of apple cider vinegar. It's refreshing, kidney-safe, and easy to digest. If you've eaten pasta before, type 1 in the comments. If it's new to your kidney diet, type 0. I'd love to know where you're starting. Next, let's move to another familiar food that's just as gentle on your kidneys but often misunderstood, a simple daily staple that might be sitting in your kitchen right now. White bread might look ordinary, but for people with kidney problems, it's one of the safest and smartest carbohydrate choices you can make. It's low in potassium, low in phosphorus, and easy for your body to digest, all of which help take pressure off your kidneys while keeping your energy steady throughout the day. One slice of plain white bread contains only about 30 to 40 milligrams of potassium, far less than whole wheat bread, which can range from 70 to 130 milligrams per slice. That difference may sound small, but when your kidneys are struggling to filter out excess minerals, every milligram matters. White bread is also lower in phosphorus, meaning it won't force your kidneys to work overtime the way multigrain or seeded breads often do. The main benefit is balance. White bread gives you quick, clean energy without overwhelming your kidneys with the mineral load found in whole grain alternatives. For people with low appetite or fatigue, common symptoms in kidney disease, it's gentle on the stomach and helps you maintain essential calories without spiking blood sugar when eaten in moderation. However, be cautious. Some commercial breads contain hidden additives like phosphate preservatives or potassium bromate, which can be harmful. Always check the ingredient list you want. Simple bread made with basic ingredients: flour, water, yeast, and a small amount of salt. Limit yourself to 1 or 2 slices per meal, preferably toasted for easier digestion. For a kidney-safe twist, top your toast with a thin layer of unsalted peanut butter or spread mashed avocado very lightly for healthy fats. Or pair your bread with egg whites and steamed vegetables for a well-balanced, kidney-friendly breakfast. If you eat white bread often, type 1 in the comments. If it's new to your kidney diet, type 0. I'd love to hear how you plan to try it. Next, let's look at a protein source that's not only safe for your kidneys, but can actually help improve your lab results when used the right way. Egg whites are one of the best sources of clean, kidney-safe protein you can eat. They provide the building blocks your body needs to maintain muscle and repair tissues, without adding the excess potassium or phosphorus that can strain your kidneys. For anyone trying to lower creatinine or stabilize kidney function, egg whites are a powerful ally. Here's why they matter. One large egg white contains around 54 milligrams of potassium and almost no phosphorus, fat, or cholesterol, yet it delivers about 3.5 grams of high-quality protein. That means you're getting pure nutrition your body can use for healing, with almost nothing for your kidneys to filter out. Unlike whole eggs, which contain both potassium and phosphorus in the yolk, egg whites are all benefit and no burden. This clean protein helps your kidneys by reducing nitrogen waste and supporting healthy albumin levels, a key marker your doctor watches to assess kidney health. And because egg whites are low in phosphorus, they don't trigger the mineral buildup that can raise blood pressure or increase your risk of dialysis. Still, portion control is important. For most adults with kidney concerns, 2 to 4 egg whites per day is ideal. Cooking them gently boiled, poached, or lightly scrambled in a non-stick pan with a touch of olive oil preserves their nutrients without adding unnecessary sodium or fat. Avoid salt, cheese, or butter, which can undo the benefits. For a delicious variation, try mixing chopped bell peppers or onions into scrambled egg whites for extra flavor and antioxidants. Or prepare an egg white omelet with herbs like parsley or chives, both low in potassium and supportive of kidney health. Next, we'll explore a familiar breakfast food that might surprise you, a crunchy, satisfying option that's light on potassium but full of energy for your day. Cornflakes might seem like a simple breakfast choice, but for people with kidney problems, they can actually be one of the safest and easiest ways to start your morning. Light, crunchy, and low in potassium, cornflakes give you steady energy without putting extra strain on your kidneys. A 1-cup serving of plain cornflakes contains only about 20 to 30 milligrams of potassium, far below the 200 milligram limit for a low-potassium meal. That makes it an excellent option for anyone looking to manage high creatinine or protect kidney function. Because they're made from corn rather than bran or wheat, they have much less phosphorus and potassium than other cereals like bran flakes or oatmeal. This gives your kidneys a break while still helping you feel satisfied and energized. The benefit goes beyond potassium. Cornflakes are low in sodium, easy to digest, and won't overload your kidneys with protein or minerals. They also pair well with low-potassium milk substitutes, such as rice milk or unsweetened almond milk, both of which contain far less potassium and phosphorus than regular dairy milk. This combination provides a smooth, kidney-safe breakfast that supports hydration and nutrient balance. However, there are a few things to watch out for. Many store-bought brands add sugar or flavoring, which can spike blood sugar and cause inflammation. Always read the label and choose plain, unsweetened cornflakes. A safe portion is about 1 cup of cereal with half a cup of low-potassium milk substitute. For a little extra flavor, top your bowl with a few fresh blueberries or slices of apple, both naturally low in potassium and rich in antioxidants that help protect your kidney cells. Next, we'll move to a light and crunchy snack that feels indulgent but is surprisingly kidney-safe when prepared the right way. Unsalted popcorn may sound like a simple movie snack, but it's actually one of the smartest choices you can make if you're managing kidney problems. Light, filling, and extremely low in potassium, it satisfies cravings without overloading your kidneys with sodium or phosphorus. A single cup of air-popped popcorn contains only about 20 to 25 milligrams of potassium, making it one of the safest snack options for people with high creatinine or declining GFR. It's also naturally low in phosphorus and fat, so it won't burden your kidneys the way processed chips or crackers often do. Popcorn's fiber content can gently support digestion, which is especially important for those dealing with constipation caused by medications or reduced fluid intake. What makes popcorn stand out is that it gives you that feeling of fullness and comfort without the risks. For many kidney patients who struggle with appetite loss or limited snack options, this small food can make a big difference in maintaining energy throughout the day. The key is in how it's prepared. Always choose air-popped or stove-popped popcorn, made with a small amount of healthy oil, like olive or avocado oil. Avoid microwave bags with butter flavoring, cheese powder, or added salt. Those can spike your sodium and fat intake quickly. A safe serving size is about 3 cups of air-popped popcorn. For a little variety, sprinkle a touch of garlic powder, onion powder, or dried herbs like rosemary for flavor without adding sodium. Or mix in a few unsalted almonds or sunflower seeds, occasionally for crunch, but only in moderation, since nuts contain more potassium. If you enjoy snacking on popcorn already, type 1 in the comments. If you're surprised it's kidney-friendly, type 0. It might just become your new favorite healthy treat. Up next, we'll look at a comfort food that's soft, satisfying, and ideal for days when your appetite is low but your kidneys still need gentle, balanced nourishment. Tapioca, or cornstarch porridge, is one of the gentlest foods you can eat when your kidneys are struggling. Warm, smooth, and comforting. It delivers energy your body can use without loading you with potassium, phosphorus, or sodium. For anyone dealing with high creatinine or low GFR, this simple dish can truly be a lifesaver. A half cup of cooked tapioca pearls or cornstarch porridge contains less than 5 milligrams of potassium, almost nothing compared to oatmeal or other breakfast cereals. That makes it one of the lowest potassium foods available. It's also free from phosphorus and naturally gluten-free, so it's easy on both your digestion and your kidneys. This gentle food provides clean calories to maintain strength when your protein intake is restricted, and it helps prevent the fatigue that comes with energy dips during the day. Tapioca's strength lies in its simplicity. It gives your kidneys a rest by reducing the amount of waste they must process, while still keeping your energy up. Because it's so easy to digest, it's also perfect for people who experience nausea, bloating, or poor appetite due to uremia or medications. To prepare, cook tapioca pearls or cornstarch slowly, with water or a low-potassium milk substitute such as almond or rice milk. Avoid condensed milk or sugar, which can raise blood sugar and put more stress on your kidneys. Instead, add a small pinch of cinnamon or a drop of vanilla for flavor. A safe portion is about half a cup cooked. For variation, you can top your porridge with a few low-potassium fruits like apples or blueberries, adding both taste and antioxidants that protect kidney cells. This makes the meal not only comforting but healing. If you've tried tapioca or cornstarch porridge before, type 1 in the comments. If it's new to you, type 0, and maybe give it a try tomorrow morning. Now that we've explored 7 low-potassium foods that can help you lower creatinine and protect your kidneys, it's important to talk about the other side. The hidden dangers and mistakes that can undo all your progress if you're not careful. Let's move on to a few critical cautions you need to know before planning your next meal. Even though these 7 foods are low in potassium and kidney-friendly, it's crucial to remember that no food is completely risk-free if eaten the wrong way. The key is balance, portion control, and awareness. Many people think that because something is labeled low potassium, they can eat as much as they want. But that's one of the biggest mistakes that can quietly push potassium levels back into the danger zone. Even safe foods can become harmful if consumed in large portions or combined with other potassium-rich meals throughout the day. For most people with kidney disease, potassium intake should stay below 2,000 milligrams per day, but that number can vary depending on your stage of kidney function. That's why it's essential to work with your doctor or dietitian to personalize your plan. Another common trap comes from hidden additives. Many packaged foods, even those that seem harmless, contain potassium chloride or phosphate preservatives that don't appear clearly on labels. These additives can build up quickly in your blood, raising both potassium and phosphorus levels before you realize it. Always choose fresh, simple, or home-cooked options whenever possible. Hydration is another factor to watch. While water helps flush out waste and supports kidney function, drinking too much can also cause swelling and strain if your kidneys can't remove excess fluid. Follow your healthcare provider's guidance on how much fluid is safe for you. Lastly, if you take medications like ACE inhibitors, ARBs, or potassium-sparing diuretics, your potassium levels can rise unexpectedly even when your diet seems perfect. Regular lab tests are the best way to stay safe and prevent surprises. So while these foods can help you protect your kidneys, always pair them with smart habits, regular checkups, and medical guidance. Up next, we'll bring everything together in one clear action plan, a simple weekly routine that helps you stabilize your potassium, lower creatinine, and give your kidneys the daily care they deserve. We've just covered 7 of the best low-potassium foods that can help you lower creatinine, protect your kidneys, and stay farther away from dialysis. From white rice and plain pasta to egg whites, cornflakes, unsalted popcorn, and tapioca, each of these foods plays a small but powerful role in giving your kidneys a break, while still keeping your energy steady and your meals enjoyable. Now you know the truth. Potassium isn't the enemy, but too much of it can silently overload your kidneys. Managing your portions, choosing the right ingredients, and staying consistent can make a real difference in your lab results and your daily energy. But here's the reality. Kidney problems rarely give clear warnings. By the time symptoms like fatigue, swelling, or foamy urine appear, damage may already be happening. That's why starting today matters. Every small change in your diet, every meal you choose wisely, helps protect those tiny filters inside your kidneys from further stress. You don't need to be perfect. You just need to begin. Swap one high-potassium food for a safer choice this week. Cook your rice in extra water. Try egg whites instead of whole eggs. Small steps repeated daily can bring big results over time. Remember, everything we share here is for education and awareness only. It's not medical advice, and every person's kidney condition is unique. Always talk with your healthcare provider before making major dietary changes or adjusting your fluid intake. If you found this helpful, please like this video, share it with someone you care about, and subscribe to Kidney Health 365. Turn on the notification bell so you won't miss our next video. Foamy urine, 4 fruits and daily habits to protect your kidneys. Your kidneys work hard for you every single day. Now it's your turn to give them the care they deserve, starting with your next meal.